Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Oh wait, this isn't the right energy. Ah!
Hi.
Yo, get this guy off me.
Yeah. Hi. How are you guys?
That's so lame. Yo, our acting skills need to be studied. Like, oh my god, that was horrible.
I hope I didn't peek
oh,
the
no.
hell out of the mic. I wasn't looking.
I definitely did.
All right.
I see you found the spider cave.
Yes, we
Yeah.
did. We found a special little guy, and also tarantula.
You
Yeah,
found
I
my
was
special little guy.
I was looking for diamonds, man.
Yeah. We're trying to do another
Just
Minecraft
spiders.
episode, but things went awry. Loonstar, can you help at all?
I don't know what you want me to do, man.
Your avatar is not working.
Your guy
Why is
died.
my name
Oh, no,
there
there
it
it is.
goes.
There
Whoa.
it's working.
Alright,
Popcorn had him.
I was
Something.
thinking.
Yeah,
I
I was
mean, I
thinking
don't know.
telepathically.
Call the cops or something.
The cop.
Why there are no servicing here?
Okay, then go find. I don't know. Do something. Anything.
Wait. There's no service, but there's a buttered popcorn station down here.
Yeah.
Oh, oh yes, right around the corner.
Well, do they have? Like, is there an employee
Next to the
behind it?
laboratories.
The spider
Um,
is the
I
security.
don't know.
It's an honor system. It's a full service cave, but
Hey, while you're over there, can you toss me one of those popcorns and just throw it in my mouth?
I got you.
Just really quick.
Did you not read the sign as you came into the cave? It said giant freaking spider.
With popcorn stand.
All right. Well, I suppose we're just gonna have to do the episode like this. So.
Honestly, this is dream come true. Honestly, I have always wanted to tarantula.
Yeah, I don't know
That
what
was
happened.
yeah.
He just got a little upset. I tried to feed him pancakes and he wouldn't take them. So now we're here.
Well,
Phenomenal.
oh, thank you, 77 Seco, for the 20. Fog is nigh.
$20. Oh my god! Thank you, man.
All right. Well, yes. Here we have Mr. used to be known as Insanity, but is now Beyond Rage.
Yes.
Dude,
hello.
huge.
Hi.
I never thought I would see Insanity or Rage ever again since the past.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's
It's
funny
great.
too. I don't get on a microphone like ever unless it's a special event. So
Wow.
yeah, this is great.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's a huge treat to have you with us, man.
Yeah, went by Insanity. Also went by Beyond Rage on Stickpage. And
Yeah.
if you knew me on Shift Limits, I went by Onime. It was like Oni dash and then just meh. It was stupid.
Onime.
Anyway,
Oh, I remember that.
yeah. And then I got on FluidAnims, and then I decided to be Insanity, and then now I'm just Rage.
Let's go.
Very
Well,
nice.
that is
Before
awesome.
we
have
get
some
into
announcements, right?
everything, we do. But first, I want a little icebreaker of my own.
Oh, we do. Oh, we have one.
got
Oh
it.
my god, we're doing. We're
I got
seriously
it.
doing this
I
right now.
got a thing. I got.
While
a
we're
cool
dying,
thing.
you're gonna show
Watch
your
your
skills.
mouse.
Yeah,
Cake shuffle on stream?
I could use this against Tarantula, but like it's real nice. Like, look at that.
It's so clean. Yeah, it's
Look
gonna
at
get purple
that.
all over
So
the place.
Exactly, purple. Is
You don't
that
get
what he
purple on
bleeds?
it. He bleeds purple. Or used to at least.
Interesting. Well, I got this. It's like it's a multi-tool. So like you screw it apart, and then there's a knife.
Whoa! Hey!
This.
Oh,
And then there's also a window breaker at the end. It's really cool. I really like it.
oh my god.
And I thought that I would never actually use it, but as I was taking apart my garden box today, I actually used this a lot.
Wait.
It proved
Wait, why
to
is
be
it clean?
helpful because
That's
I washed
crazy.
it off. Believe it or not, you can do that. But it also it had this really cool function to help me like clear everything out because you could turn it to its side and then tighten it, and now it's a hoe.
Oh!
Wow, isn't that cool?
Utility.
It
Wow.
is. But then,
What inspired you to buy that?
but I've wanted this for so long. I just decided to splurge buy it. But then,
All right, huh?
the coolest
buy.
part. Sorry, the coolest part is my last bit. Oh, it's all.
There's
it's
more.
It's wrapped up. Hang on.
There's more.
Uh,
Oh my god.
no, I need
But
to put,
more,
I need
there's
to put the
weight.
cover back on to show you this. But like, I was wearing it on my back, And I'm sure I looked dorky as hell, but man, I felt cool. Hang on,
Like freaking Zelda, just like having
yeah,
sword on your back.
Yeah.
No way.
Wait. So if I get this thing back on, because it's attached like that, I could do it like that.
Tactical
Or
dig!
like the other way. Hang on.
Bro is an RHG. Bro is a rock gladiator.
And now it's just
He's a
on
living
here.
RHG
Yeah.
character. Oh my.
It's so cool.
Hey, that reminds me of freaking Spoon Man from back in the day. You guys remember Spoon Man?
Oh, we were
my
talking
gosh.
about him earlier. Yeah.
Oh man.
That's every time I can't not do it. I resisted.
Just had a giant spoon.
I've not actually seen that, but I have heard Spoon Man.
Oh,
Oh my god,
yeah.
another $20
Yeah,
donut
another
from
$20.
Wow.
77
Dang.
Secco. Why would you want
Wow.
that? Oh god, the fuck.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know. This fog.
He's paid money, so I had to say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real.
Anyway.
Well, we're on episode 48 of the Dojocast, everybody.
Yes. We got a couple
Getting
announcements,
up
and then
to
we'll get
50,
into it.
yeah.
Oh, we had a
50 is coming
special
close.
episode. We got a special episode for number 50. I've
do.
been cooking something
do.
in the background. No spoilers. You'll have to see.
It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a fun one, I think. I mean, I don't even know what it's going to be.
I think you know. Anyway.
I don't know anything.
Okay. Announcements?
Announcements. Oh shoot! Did I link it?
It was the
Okay, yeah. So if you guys are on the Discord, the Dojo Discord, we are going to have our very first community dojo meeting. All right. This isn't like a staff meeting. It's a community-wide meeting. We're going to host a dojo stage. We're going to go over... we're going to do tournament updates, Chosen One tournament updates. I think Soapy had some other things planned, but I forgot what that was. Soapy does all the planning for me, so Soapy would know better. But yeah, we're just going to be going over a few community stuff. I think there's some events that we are going to cover, but I forgot what that was. And I think we're going to do a few giveaways and some mini games and stuff too. Pretty fun. So if you click on there's a direct link to the event if you're already in our server, but if you're not in our server already, there's a Discord link to the Dojo server where you can join that, and then you'll see the event on the top left corner of our
it's a
server.
little cropped off, but it's like up here.
Yeah, and that event is on Monday, this upcoming Monday.
Yeah, June 2nd.
Yeah, so make sure to join that, you guys. It's gonna be fun.
And if you're too late for it, then feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
FOMO.
All right, let's get into it.
All right. So,
Yeah.
Mr. Rage, we've seen you recently. You came back what? A couple months now that you've
Yeah, a
been
couple
like
months ago.
here.
Yeah, just a couple months ago, I got a animation done for Natester, who was kind enough to do an RHG against me, and so they waited very patiently for me to get my act together and get it all done, and I finally got a finished product done, essentially.
No way.
Yeah, and we'll see that. I think we're gonna see some of that. Are we gonna see that later? I think we'll see. I think we covered that a little bit
we
later.
can bring it up.
Yeah.
The music's royalty free, so I think you can have it on stream.
Oh, is it the way versus Luther?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll pull it up.
We gotta feature that.
Window.
Have we featured that yet?
I'm just gonna say I wish I could have done more for it, but I'm just glad that it's finally out there.
Right.
I think I feel the same way about all my animations, though.
That's
Yes.
always how it comes down to.
Mhm.
So this is kind of
Oh my
what brought you. This is kind of what brought you back. Then you were like, because you've been, obviously, was this you kind of restarting animation, or were you animating since you've been gone?
I've been animating since I've been gone, like the whole time. I never really stopped. it was the only thing I ever felt like doing. It was the only thing I felt like I could get better at, that I could continue to do and make a profit with. So while I really missed the time that I spent working and being in FluidAnims, my favorite time of being a stick figure animator, this brought me back to say, okay, I need to have fun with animations again. I can't just do this for work all the time.
Right. And that's kind of when we started to see you, is after that and kind of realizing that and coming back into Hyun's dojo.
Yeah, I can go into detail on that a little bit.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start at the beginning though. Let's go back to
we'll go way back.
Yeah, let's start at the beginning. So when did you actually get started in animation?
Okay, so I got started when I was like, say, should I start with what inspired me? Like what got me going?
Yeah, whichever. Yeah.
All right, cool. So I was finally online. I think I was about 12 or 13, about that.
That makes sense.
And
What?
The first websites I saw was Stick Figure Death Theater. I think was the first website I found. And I'm like, this place is weird. I like this. So then I also saw Stickpage, and that's when I saw like the best animations, but none of them really inspired me until I saw Unbalanced by Turquoise.
Yeah, dude, Unbalanced straight up was like the first shock, and I say that because
the first shock.
It brought in a tangible surge of people. Like it was the first time you could see an animation come out and have a rush of people coming in, based off of what was put out there on that one animation. Shock obviously did that in a big way too, but like I always see Unbalanced as like the first thing that really pulled in a large group of people at once. So it's cool that you're an Unbalanced implant.
Yeah, I wanted to double check. I checked in some of the Dojocast because I wanted to see what other people's opinion on that was, and it's surprising how much people lead back to Turquoise's original work.
Yeah.
It was that was the first one, and then I saw Failed Containment, and then Graphite. You guys remember Graphite?
Oh yeah,
Graphite.
dude. Graphite was so good.
Oh, I see that. I see you put that up just.
We can show that later. We'll show that later.
Yeah, we'll show that later. We'll get to that. It's all good.
Graphite 5.
So Graphite 4, I think, is the one I have saved on my computer right now. It's I remember because it has Static X, which I think all of my music pretty much came from whatever the fuck. Excuse me. Whatever the heck Turquoise puts in his music, and his animations just always blew me away. It's just like how do you think about all this going on at once? Is just crazy to me. I was trying to figure it out for the longest time, but all I could do was do frame by frame and just study him, and I just studied and studied and studied until I was just like, okay, I want to be just like that. I want to be just like Turquoise, and that was my first goal.
Yep, that was me too.
Same,
but with Shock.
Yeah.
I forgot about this animation.
Dude, it was so good. It was so good. And what's crazy, this is shortly after, because I pulled him from SFDT, and we worked together on something, and then he was gone for only a couple weeks. Like he pumped this out, and he just didn't say anything. He just dropped it and uploaded it, and we're like, what? Because at the time this was peak quality animation, and it was just insane. And he never looked back from here. But it is funny because it did change up his style. After this, you don't really see these kind of like thicker. I don't know how to describe, like his limbs aren't as straight; they have more bends to them. You know, he totally changed up his style after this.
They're kind of short and curvy, and they got this like natural wobbliness to them because you can tell he went by frame from pretty much all of them, aside from like little tricks here and there. You can see even in this one where he holds on a frame and moves it a little. Yeah, like just then.
Yeah. So you saw this, and you saw this on Stickpage, you said?
I saw this on Stick Figure Death Theater first.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was when I was first going, okay, maybe I can do something like this. Because like I wasn't really sure what I'd be interested in at the time. My parents were like, hey, you got to be doing something more than just playing video games and like watching TV. And I'm like, I guess. I really liked animation, but I didn't like it on I bet I could do this too kind of level. It was more like oh, that's cool, and I hope someone makes something cool like that too. And then I saw this, And it's just like, well, someone made this in their bedroom. I want to make this in my bedroom.
Yeah, I love that.
And then also
And-
start. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Oh, and Stone, you made like tributes to this animation too, right? Like
I did. I made Rebalanced.
that was like a
years
huge.
later.
Yeah, that was like a huge thing for you too.
It
I
was.
love that, by the way.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites still to this day. There's still things on that I feel like I can't really pull off myself anymore.
Rebalance, yeah.
Rebalanced. Yeah, all I could do is just recycle Turquoise's ideas, and that's.
And then
I'm
there's
gonna-
like a bunch of other versions of Unbalanced
Yep.
too, right?
Mhm.
Yep, there's Disbalanced
This
as well.
There was a
I believe
collab that
there's-
was made that I participated in.
Man, I feel like making my own little collab of this thing inspired me
you
so much.
should. Yeah, you
It's
should.
so
really
fun,
should.
dude.
You should.
It's my
It's such a
favorite
good
keyword.
format. It was so cozy because it's just like it's so simple. You just start out bare hand, then you have 4 or 5 different weapons that scale up, and then at the end you have some kind of big monster that you have to fight. Or no, then you fight all the weapons for the guy that's whoever is the master of all the weapons, and then you have a big boss at the end. That's pretty much the structure for it. It's fun.
I can go into details on more ideas I had later once we get through the story.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you see Unbalanced, and you figure out how to. Did you join a community at that point, or did you start animating?
I just started animating because I was socially inept. I had no idea how to talk to people or what was acceptable. It was like
Same.
I could go online, I could say stuff, but in the back of my head, it's just like, don't be cringe. That was like the thing that went through my head. As soon as I had a developing mind, my brain was like, don't be cringe no matter what.
You can't do it.
You can't do it anyway. So I'm learning privately. I get my parents to get me a copy of Flash MX.
Let's go.
And the first thing I do, I remember this very vividly. The very first thing I do is make a background and a little stick figure, and I have him make a little wave. But I tried to make him put his head on his hand, his hand on his head, and then pull it away. But I didn't know that the lines and the fill would connect. And so the head came off with the arm. And I thought that was so freaking funny that I was just like, okay, that's good. I like that.
This is my idea now.
Yeah. I hated it, but at the same time, I thought it was really funny that I didn't know what I was doing. So I just kind of kept studying, kept practicing. Eventually, I found out that you have to make a completely different frame. You can't just like move stuff around.
Yeah. So it's an animate struggles. Animate
Yeah.
struggles right there.
So the struggle. So I'm doing that. It's kind of a blur at this point, but I'm mostly doing that on Stickpage. I make a animation that's closer, and I make it's called Desert Fight on Stickpage. I don't think it's saved
Desert
anywhere,
Fight. No.
but it just had this little guitar music in the background, really simple cartoon background. It didn't really look like a desert, to be fair, but you name something, you call it whatever. There was a fight.
True.
Yeah.
So then I have little stickman fight other stickmans, and it looked boring to me, but I think someone liked it. That's what matters.
Damn, I wish we could see it because like a lot of these old animations from back then are now kind of lost to time, right?
Tragically, I lost all of my animations on my hard drive. I busted it on accident because like it wasn't working, and then you know how you get upset and you throw your controller, and then I was like, no, that was the hard drive.
That was a mistake.
Yeah.
And
well, we got some of them here.
Yeah. I also
Yeah,
managed to
that's-
save a few from DeviantArt. Oh, I love this one.
I'm so glad DeviantArt like still exists because it
Like,
this
yeah, they
holds
have
so
it
many
with
old
support.
animations.
Dude, yeah, no, I went back. I was trying to find a lot of my old stuff because I did the same thing. Like, I never saved any of my old animation files. Like, I found lost media recently because of their stash feature, like their own storage thing.
Dude.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Because I used
Right,
that thing so much, and I had so many. Like half the FLA's corrupted over time, but there's still some good finds in there.
Thank God for DA's stash thing. I mean, screw the AI stuff going on right now, but at least they had something good going for a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so this was actually like 2008. This is
a little bit later.
Yeah, this is much later. So, I can skip ahead because there's not much going on between that. So then after I realized that I don't really like posting the stick page that much, so I get more into the forums. And in the forums, people are like, there's this website called Shift Limits that's up right now. It's got more feedback, more people are talking about it. Oh, hey, there's T. And so then I'm on Shift Limits and I go by Onime because I have that gets into the topic of the identity problem I was having growing up.
Yes. We'll get into that.
Yeah. So I get on Shift Limits, I'm posting some stuff. People are being funny and kind of mocking, but like in a cute way. Like at the time I thought it was like, oh, people don't like my things, but I realize now it probably wasn't anything like that, and it was more like, oh, this stuff's weird but neat. I like it. Shift
Limits was like the cool kids.
It was very
literally
cool
the
kids.
Cool kids.
It was kind of like a clique almost, but
it was heavy click. Yeah, it was crazy.
Getting a response from anybody was tough. Anyway, so moving on. I'm on Shift Limits, and then I'm trying to break in and be more sociable, so I get on IRC. And on our IRC, I talk a little bit, and people are kind of talking around me, because like I'm not really bringing anything to the forefront. I'm not really anything right now. But I meet Stone on IRC.
Dude. I love that guy.
Do you want to explain what IRC is? Because I don't think anyone knows. Probably.
Youngins weren't born yet at that point.
Youngins don't know what that is.
I think it's peer-to-peer chat rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like peer-to-peer chat.
It's like old Discord. It's like it's a Discord. That's the best way to say it. No voice chat. It's old Discord in a way. That's the best way to describe it.
It was great. It was great though. It was the best thing that we could get before Discord happened, really.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Oh, next to Skype. I just saw someone in chat said Skype. And Skype was a thing, too. I remember that.
Skype was a little bit later, and it was like the bridge to Discord from IRC.
For sure.
Oh, now I just remembered I got into Skype a little bit later, too. So, yeah, I meet Stone, and I don't know who Stone is at the time, and I'm just happy that they're talking to me. And then Stone is like, hey, I got this new website going called FluidAnims, and I think I showed Stone some of my work at the time. I can't quite remember, but you were really enthusiastic about just talking to me and having me over there that I was just like, oh, okay, I love feeling included, sure.
Yeah, that was my whole thing. I was constantly looking around everywhere, and I was always watching all the animators coming in and watching what they were posting and kind of seeing their development, and I could always kind of pick out when someone was really putting in the effort or had that kind of like unique factor to them that could bring something new to the table. I was always there's a common thread that I found amongst a lot of animators was that one, they didn't know that they were unique, and two, they didn't know, they had like zero confidence. And so I was always like trying to build people up because I could see what you couldn't see so clearly. And so I've always been very enthusiastic that way because it's like plain, it's crazy to me because it's plain as day to me, but it's everyone else is so shut off to it. So I was always genuinely excited to meet anyone that would be willing to talk to me because I was like, I probably at the time was already watching your animations, seeing some of the stuff you've been posting, and that's probably why I must have either reached out to you or as soon as you messaged me, I was probably like jumping on it, you know?
Yeah, I can't thank you enough for that because my perception of myself at the time was I'm nothing really. I'm not anybody. I'm just kind of making whatever, and it's okay if people ignore me. But you didn't ignore me, and you just kind of took me over to FluidAnims. And I just gotta say, if it wasn't for Stone, there wouldn't be an Insanity. Like
that's crazy.
If Stone didn't reach out to me, I wouldn't have bothered to keep going. I bet. I probably would have gotten back into it later, but not nearly as much as.
That's so cool.
There wouldn't be a Tarantula. Like I'm just gonna tell you straight up.
There wouldn't be Hyun's Dojo because I feel the same way too. You know what I'm saying? Because like I was a nobody too, just hanging around in the background, and then Stone reached out to me as well in the same way, and it kind of made me, it kind of like threw me into the spotlight in a sense, and just never turned back after that.
So crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm on FluidAnims now because I didn't like the clickiness of shift limits, so I immediately jumped ship, and I'm like, okay, maybe FluidAnims will be more like kind of nice and friendly. So it didn't take long before we started doing collabs and projects together. I think Stone was like, you got to get on the Comeback collab too with me. And
Yeah.
I was just like, are you sure? You think I can do a good enough job? And he's like, yeah, do it. It's going to be fun.
We're gonna get Comeback. You link to Comeback.
Oh yeah, I make that, and then people were making characters, and I was thinking, well, maybe I should make a character too. And what happened was, when I was thinking of a character during that time, I was very angsty because, like, I was getting, I think I was 16 finally. Yeah, I was about 16, and I was having a real hard time at school. I couldn't connect with anybody physically, and then I was just like, well, I feel like I'm always in the dark. I'm always just in my own little corner. And so I was thinking, well, what's relatable to that? What makes me feel like something strong but by themselves? And so that's when I came up with Tarantula.
So good, dude. I loved Tarantula as a character because my favorite thing amongst any new RHG characters was you could immediately see what the character, you understood within like one sentence what the character is capable of as far as like the base level, and it's incredibly visual, and then those two things combined let your mind just explode with ideas. So Tarantula was born.
Yeah, and that was like the RHG stick figure OC gold rush back then. Everyone was trying to make their characters and almost panicking in a sense, because if you didn't have a character, then you're missing out.
Yeah, because people are like, well, I want to lock down an ability or a power or a weapon because I don't want to feel like, because it was really quick. Or something, it was really quick. Like all the ideas were taken. Like, well, there's already like 20 people with swords. What am I supposed to do? That was my idea. But Tarantula was so unique, and it was brave because at that time we really didn't want, like, as a community, it was kind of scary to have too many limbs or too many added features, because it meant you had to animate a lot more. And back then, if you had a 30-second long animation, that was a long, full-length animation. Like, I don't think you guys realize 30 seconds was like a full-length feature film. So, because it was so difficult to make animations feel long or become long, any added features, like, if you had multiple weapons or added limbs, it was like, oh no, like, I'm not going to be able to make an animation all that long because I'm too afraid to, like, go and do something like that. But I think you covered it pretty well.
Yeah, somehow I just stumbled into making a good character, because all I could think about was, okay, he should have 4 extra limbs to move around with, plus his two arms and his 2 legs, so therefore he'll have 8 legs like a spider. Yeah. And so I was just like, well, then if he's going to have 4 different limbs, they should be a different color, and they should be able to be stretched and moved around. So then I was just thinking, well, translate that to stick figures, and it's just, okay, just a long rubbery tube that you can do stuff with. So, and that's basically it. Then everything else was just whatever people wanted to put on him. I really like how later in years people gave him this really dark and evil kind of presence about him, and I loved that. Actually, I figured that worked really well with this design.
It really did. And then so how does the turquoise battle occur?
I actually don't remember very much, but I'm gonna do my best. I think what had happened was I think it was before FA Crew, but a little bit after Comeback Collab 2.
Yeah, that's about right.
I actually bothered to PM Turquoise for the very first time. And it was, hey, would it be cool if I battled Alpha with Tarantula? And he just said, yeah, go for it. And I was not expecting a go for it. I was really hoping he would say no.
Oh, man.
This was his pop-off phase. He was
Yeah.
pumping out like 10 RSGs a year at this time. Like he was going for it.
This
I
is
just
so
wanna
cool
say-
to watch.
I just have to say this at the very first time I saw this, it depressed me.
Oh, dude,
Why?
I could understand because it was so good. Like,
There's
there's so many elements to it.
I saw it and I'm like, there's no freaking way I'm gonna be this good.
No
Are
way.
you kidding me? I was trying to learn how to do turquoise when he was just starting out. Or at least that's what it felt like.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 distinct new things in this animation that nobody was doing. Like this part right here, the grappling while being zoomed in the camera, the camera angle changes. Nobody was doing any of that. These like slow-mo, zoom in stuff like that. All of this was like one of one.
And the
Yeah,
music
I-
sync as well. It synced
God,
the
right?
music.
Turquoise's music syncing is so
Yes.
freaking good.
So
It's
good.
unbelievable. I'm practicing to do that even as we speak. So
Yeah.
Dude, and one of the most iconic endings of all time. I literally, the first time I saw it, I got chills. I freaked out.
yeah, I
think-
take this in for a second.
I think this was when a lot of people were first introduced to your character, and it was kind of like put into the spotlight in front of the community.
And I am so
And-
thankful for that.
Yeah,
Immortalized him.
It's just like it's the turquoise touch, you know.
Yep.
If he makes a fight with your character, he becomes into the legendary status of OCs.
Yeah, win or lose. Win or lose doesn't matter. You got shot straight to the top.
I'm just gonna say, like, wow, he did my boy dirty with that face.
That last
Fire
part
face.
was so good.
I loved it though. Like it was
Oh.
so impactful. I actually liked. I think the first time I saw it was,
Yeah,
like
me
I was just
too.
like, oh, like
couldn't
it's.
believe it.
I feel like the coach seeing my trainee go out there and get obliterated, and I'm just like, oh my god. But then I see this ending, and I'm just thinking, like, I can't be as good as Turquoise.
It just sits you back in your chair. It makes you, it straight up just pushes you back in your chair, and you're like, jeez.
No, I'm gonna be real. I had a thing going. I really tried to get my part out there. I think I had a copy saved in my scraps
No way.
before it got deleted, but I never finished it. And I sent it to Turquoise after I saw the video. I sent him what I got done, and I said, "I'm really sorry, man. I don't think I can do my best on this. I really wanted to. I really wanted to make this for you." And he just said, "Don't worry about it, man. It's all good."
Yeah, because
You
he
got
was doing
this."
his own thing. It was like,
Yeah.
he was on a. He's like, I'm gonna make like 10 or 15 of these. This just worked out perfectly. He was really not too concerned or like relying on having reciprocal animation. He was gonna be mowing through people regardless.
I think
A lot of people didn't finish their parts too.
No, they
Oh.
didn't.
I'm just gonna say one more thing is that years later I realized I should have done what Turquoise did and just not cared too much about it. Just tried to make something I could make, and it would be good enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Turquoise was doing. It's like, okay,
Right.
cool, I made a thing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So then shortly after that, I'm in FA crew with Stone. I really liked doing that with Stone. That was really fun. Turquoise was in that too, so it was kind of like also saying goodbye in a way, because I was thinking about leaving just a little bit after the FA crew was finished, because I was getting interested in other things, but at the same time I didn't know how to say goodbye, because I didn't know if it was what I needed, what was right for me, or it's those questions you ask yourself when you're finally becoming an adult and almost 18.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm almost 18, and I tell Stone that I've decided I'm going to stop doing stick animations for a little bit. At least I think I said to Stone. I don't remember if I told everybody or just Stone.
Yeah.
And then I go on and I start learning how to make art, essentially like illustrations.
Yeah.
But I never wanted to stop doing animations, so I just took a break from it and then got back into it when I wanted to work it into my commission work when I started getting commissions.
Got it.
So
So
started
you
to
made
work pretty
that
early
like
then.
yeah.
Yeah, I did the blue guy. But God, everybody here did such a good job.
This was
I know.
big back then. Yeah, this was all like either some of the best up and comers / the best of the best at the time.
I wasn't really paying attention. I was looking at my mic while I was talking, but when they come up, Blunt Anims and Raisin Buddy were some of my best friends at the time because they would just constantly talk and be making animations, and they'd be wanting to do collabs for like 2-second animations together.
Yeah.
They were great people.
Yeah.
Like everybody that I collabed with has been really fun and nice to me, and you know, I never felt there's Blunt. There he is.
Yeah,
You had a
I
very
remember
similar style.
Blunt.
You and him had a very similar style.
Yeah, I wanted to
That
learn from
really
him too,
smooth.
because he could do it more fluidly than I could, and he just made the stick figure go wherever the hell he wanted.
Yeah.
And there goes T, just shucking him.
Oh man, every time I see Alpha, I'm just fangirling. Who's that? Wait, who was that?
Oh,
Forgot who that
okay,
was.
it's done.
It just
ends.
Yeah.
I gotta go
Yeah, that was another thing. And animations back then, they would just cut. There was no ending.
This will be over.
Yep. And
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I guess I'm done now.
this was really hard to pull off though. Past the FLA with like 10-ish people was nuts.
I
I'm
remember
not
it
gonna-
took
it's
a
making me want to do
while.
the same thing.
It's so fun. It's
It
to me,
is.
I grow the most as an animator in doing this because you get such an insurgence of inspiration and ideas when you're working with multiple people in the same file that it's so easy to like continue piggybacking off of each other that you want the file next. It's not like, oh my god, I forgot I gotta do this thing. It's like you're hungry to see what someone else was able to do with what you put or what the last person did, and somehow it always felt like the next person topped. Like they were like, oh my god, and then we'd go again, oh my, we have to keep going. It was so much fun.
Constantly trying to one up each other without
Yeah.
one upping each other. Yeah.
There he is, insanity.
Yeah.
There he is.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's
Oh.
there's something really nice about seeing Insanity and then immediately after that Turquoise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, my arch rival.
Yeah.
I love collabs like that where you just introduce OC after OC and then they
I love
have
that
like their
people are
little
still
highlight
doing
moment. Yeah, yeah. Damn.
So I can talk about what I did after that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I stopped doing stick figures and I get into illustration. I'm learning how to draw people, furry art, just all kinds of stuff. I'm just
Cool.
taking whatever comes at me, and then I just start making little art pieces about stuff that I like swimming and backgrounds and characters just enjoying themselves. And people say, hey, I really like this thing you got going, this stuff you really like doing. And without getting too much into details, because that and
Yeah, we got we get it.
yeah, that. And so I'm making that art for a long time. Oh, and before all that, before I even move out, I met my wife and we get engaged, and we've been together for over a decade now. And
Hey, congratulations.
thank you. And yeah, they're wonderful, beautiful, wonderful. Anyway, so I'm working on all this work. I'm doing all this work, and I feel like there's something digging at the back of my head. I feel like there's something just bothering me, and then I'm just seeing more stick animations years later, and all I can think about was, man, I miss those good old days. I miss doing that, just having fun and talking with some friends, instead of like talking about when's my next art thing gonna come out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love doing the art thing. I love the community that I have working with illustration and the commissions that I'm getting right now. Like, there's people in the chat right now who are from there, and hello and thank you. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I appreciate them for keeping me alive, for keeping me interested, and keeping me happy. I couldn't have been here without their help too. Because I'm here because I do art and make animations. So this is who I am.
Just wanted to show some.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you were
yeah, there we
always in the creative side of things. even after stick figures, which is really good to hear because, especially if you're a kid going into adult, sometimes, you get into school and then you get a job and then kind of the creativity kind of disappears after a while and then they just become a institutionalized in a sense. But yeah, it's really nice to hear that you've always been at it on the creative side of things.
Yeah.
Like, this art's really nice.
Thank you. That
Awesome.
is actually a character that I have remade for the Chosen One tournament that I'm working on.
No way!
Yeah.
You actually worked
And
on
so
it?
it's killing me that you're going through my gallery right now.
Oh, sorry. I'll stop.
Spoiler?
No, you're good. You're good. You can keep it up. You can keep it up. It's just like I'm like flustered over here. I'm like losing my mind.
Dang.
People don't usually look at my art like this, so yeah.
Well, don't worry. There's
So,
only
I mean-
141 people watching right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, no, don't worry. about that.
Sorry for saying so many fucking. Excuse me.
You're good.
You're
I'm
good.
nervous.
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright.
Nice.
Yeah. So
love
yeah,
forwards.
I'm remaking this particular character for the TCO because I know the rules say you got to make a new character, but this guy, he's been with me. He's like my best friend basically. Like I made him after I made the stick figure, after I left stick figures, because I needed someone to remind me of those good old times, and so
Yeah.
I just drew him whenever I just felt homesick, essentially.
Damn, look at these. There's some complicated animations too.
Yeah. I could talk about that too.
Yeah, like when did you actually make these
I made the-
animations?
Actually, is there a date?
Yep.
I don't
July
know.
30th, 2023 on this one. It's around that era.
Right. Yeah. This is when I
2023,
started like
couple years
getting
ago.
back. This is about. I can talk about that now. So before all that was just me practicing and doing some stuff like this, and I think Hamstring contacted me on Twitter, which is now X, and was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, we got this stick archive thing, and your name came up when we were talking about old stick figure animations. Would you like to be a part of this?" And I was just like, people remember me?
Oh, yeah.
Of course, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, because my perception of myself and Tarantula was just, oh, that was a cool character, and that was, a neat guy, but they're not around no more. We can move on. But
Mm-hmm.
never occurred to me that people would still be making fan art and stuff of Tarantula years later.
Yeah, and that actually segues really nice into our next topic because, let's kind of dive into your
Yeah.
character, Tarantula. I mean, he's still one of the most iconic RHG characters out there. Even today, you see a lot of fan art, and I think that's just another good example of how people's characters can kind of take a life of their own and separate themselves from the artist and kind of just thrive within fan art, and then people just keep carrying this character into the
That's such
future. You know?
Fan art, by the way.
Yeah, look at that. That's
Yeah, I'm
crazy.
popping up a lot of fan
That's-
art right now. Here's another.
That's like some freaking devil man crap. I love it.
Yeah, and like you've just been gone for such a long time, and the character is still out there.
It
How does that kind of
blows-
make you feel?
It blows my mind. Like, how? I'm not anything. I'm not special. Why is my character so popular? That's been my perception of reality for the longest time. Like up until you guys said, "Hey, get on the Dojocast," I was like, "I'm nobody. What are you talking about?"
I think so. I kind of want to give you my perspective because I came in around 2015, 2016 into the community, like very late era compared to a lot of the people that you'd see. I mean, even in this video, and it was just kind of a lot of these early RSGs like Tarantula, Andre Yo-Yo were like kind of grandfathers of the community, or at least like classic stick figures that you'd see reappear constantly in fan art. So it was like, well, I wasn't there to experience what it was like live, you guys making these animations, but I knew that there was such a strong impact that those characters still left a big impact on my mind. Like I was being told that they were important because of how much they were still being talked about because of all the stuff that was done with them by their creators and others.
Yeah.
So
I can see
it
that.
just kind of lives a life on its own. Once you put something out there, it could continue. It could evolve into something that you can never predict.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still happening today too. Like I see new stick figures coming up. People that make new OCs, and that's kind of like one of the goals for the Chosen One tournament. Is I just want to see more really cool stick OCs kind of get cemented into the future. You know.
Yeah,
That's kind of why I wanted to make one too, is because this character, the one that you showed on the fan art or on my gallery, was this character that just gives me hope, that he like tells me, hey, everything's gonna be all right because I got your back. And I want that to be a character for other people too. I want them to be like, I want to take that character and have them do stuff too. I want people to also think of a character like that would make them feel like, yeah, I'm gonna win this no matter what.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I love that. So, like, do you kind of want to get into some more about your new character, or you just kind of want to leave it at that?
I mean, I could get more into it. It will just only spoil a little bit for the animation, but not too much, really. It's just some minor lore, or just rather abilities, because I have to completely redo the lore now because I'm gonna remake the character for the dojo. He has to be remade, so.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
So he wields a guitar, he plays it, and it makes music, but it also makes sound waves, and the sound waves create electricity, like shockwaves attacks.
Oh, that's so cool.
If he strums it a lot, it can build up energy, and he can channel that into basically whatever he can put his mind together. But most of the time, it's a sound-based attack that vibrates the air to create a physical movement.
Oh, got it. That's awesome. Dude, you know who would love this character? I think Maid would love this character.
Maid,
I don't know
yeah,
Maid.
Yeah.
Oh my god, because he's really into music and guitars and stuff.
I don't know many people who have a musician stick character, so I thought it'd be neat if I was the first one.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great concept.
Thank you. So yeah, he's gonna be in that. I'm not gonna work on anything else with him until that's done. But yeah, I hope everyone likes it. I hope everyone likes the character. If it wins, I mean, hell yeah. But if not, then I just hope the character leaves an impact.
Yeah, I also noticed you're kind of leaning more into the G stick category. I don't even know if you know what G sticks are.
I love G sticks.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know if you saw my favorites lately, but my god, I think the closest thing to a really, really, really good G stick animation has been the Crossfire.
Oh
yeah.
That new it just came out too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to try and do something like this the way I would do it, And that's the new thing too, is that before I'd be like, I want to be just like Turquoise. Now it's just like, how can I be something like that but myself?
Right.
Yeah.
And I love
That's
this.
awesome.
I find that some of the animation could be a little limited, but I really appreciate all the effort they put into this whole thing. It's incredible.
Yeah, the expressions, all the different character designs. Yeah, like look at that.
The background,
They're
the voice
so
work.
I got
Exactly.
Oh, no, that's on another
There's some
level.
spots that are very gory,
Oh yeah, true.
so I'm trying to be real careful here.
I love that though. Gore and stick figures, dude, they were meant to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But it's different.
I even
It's
started
different here.
making a
That's,
character for my wife.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I could show a picture of it in the live chat.
Sure.
Okay.
But yeah, I love this. I love this concept of this old stick figure animator from back then, getting re-inspired by the new animators of today. That's kind of really cool to see nowadays, because back then, the newer the stick figures today are inspired by the old stick figures, but now the old people are kind of coming back, getting re-inspired by the new stick figure animators. It's kind of like a
Beautiful loop.
never-ending circle. Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute.
Big ass.
That's for my
tail.
wife. We already got a power system set up. They do crochet, so I was like, oh, well, then you can unravel a stick and turn him into stuff.
Whoa.
And
Oh, okay.
and their tail is a monster as well, so it can eat things.
Oh, that's nice. That's
Oh,
nice.
nice.
That's what I got so far. I want to make something out of it, but I've been nervous about this whole podcast, so I haven't really been able to think about anything.
Oh, you're good.
All right, cool.
That's awesome. And yeah, already like just simple OCs like this, I think, is what the community needs.
I agree.
Yeah.
I've actually been inspired by Luncer, their animation for the Zane thing where they were everyone was fighting against
Oh,
Dojo.
yeah, dude.
I was just like, oh my god.
I get to pull that
We
up.
get to pull it up. We get to pull
You're
it up.
inspired by me?
Dude,
And
my
I just gotta
favorite-
say that inspired me back again. I was just like, all right, yeah, let's do it.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I
Dude,
saw Luncer's
that's-
part. I was just like, holy crap, how did you do that?
I
It's
love
so
that.
bouncy.
No,
love
Lunsar's
it.
style is less like I'm talking like about him like he's not here, like he's dead.
Yeah.
No, your style is so unique because of how you tackle bouncing. You embrace bounce so much more than anyone else that I've ever seen.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Do you animate the head first or the body?
So the way I animate, it's like I copy and paste the head, and then I draw the body, and then I go to the next frame.
Oh yeah, I used to
Yeah.
do it like that.
Yeah, that's what I do. And like as the bounce thing is something I kind of just embrace because like when I was really just trying to find like my own like style, I was like just like thinking about like what like I remember someone said it, they're like your style is pretty much embracing what you're good at.
Yeah.
So I figured I'm like, okay, well let me just animate comfortably instead of just trying to be something that I'm not. So eventually
hit the
I've gotten
nail.
to this. Yeah.
Hit the nail right on the head on
That's
the
the
right
secret.
thought process to have.
Oh yeah.
100%.
It took me forever to have that thought process.
I know, right? Yeah, but I'm glad that my work inspired you. That's honestly really awesome to hear.
Yeah, keep it up. I can't
There
wait
you
to see
go.
more.
Of course.
All right, so what else is on the docket today?
So,
Let's see.
Tarantula. Is there a future for Tarantula now that we're
Oh.
talking about?
Oh, that's a good question.
Good
OCs,
lord,
Is it?
yes.
Yeah. You know what's so
Hell
strange?
yes. Like,
What's so unique to me about Tarantula and your stuff now is like seeing the leap from time in your skills changed and style change. I used to remember you just this clean frame by frame, smooth Tarantula, and now your new stuff is so much sketchier and more fleshed out, more detail. Are you gonna kind of merge those two worlds together? Like
yes,
Tarantula.
actually,
That's
funny
cool.
story, really funny story. I can get into this now. So I've been working with TV Paint, like an old version of TV Paint that is, I think it's over a decade old at this point, and I couldn't get an upgrade because the latest version of TV Paint is like $1,000-something to get
wow.
like subscribe to updates and shit. Excuse me.
Hey.
And
Hold on,
so I really hated working in this program as much as I tried to make it work because I didn't feel confident drawing in Flash. It would always move my lines around. It wouldn't feel natural.
Yeah.
It would be like, hey, your line's actually going over here, buddy.
Yeah.
And I
They're
just
all
have to accept that.
suggestions.
Yeah.
It's all suggestions. Your brushstrokes are suggestions.
So I got into TV Paint because it was bitmap based, and it would just, hey, the line goes here, and it's gonna stay there. And I was like, good, I need that. But the problem was that it's still outdated. It
Yeah.
would constantly crash. It would slow down. I'd have to keep closing and reopening the project just to keep going because it would have so much slowdown. And then longer projects just took forever, and I didn't want to finish them because when you're doing commission-based work, you have to finish the product.
Yeah.
And if you have to finish the product in a program you hate using, it's like, oh, I might as well be in hell at this point.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Oh, I love this part.
That's so
Oh
cool.
my god,
That's so
I love that.
I just wanted to
Now
look at
seeing
that
this
real
yet.
quick.
Oh, this is
Oh my
sick.
god, the background animation.
Yeah, that's
A
crazy.
few people were saying this part was their favorite, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I
See
can see
why?
that.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's so much more expressive in this.
Yeah.
He is.
I really liked
love,
him-
I want to go back to the one shot that I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
The one where you like scream.
Right here.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
Zooming
that.
in, yeah. That's
Oh,
so
you
cool.
really
Zooms
give him a
in.
moment, that silhouette,
That
pose.
fucking
Just-
smirk,
Mwah.
excuse
Yeah.
So
I swear
clean.
like a sailor normally, so I'm doing my best here.
No, you're fine.
All right, cool. Oh man, yeah. I don't know. I really liked animated backgrounds, so I was like, oh, I want to animate my own backgrounds. And you know, after drawing for so long, you kind of know how to do it.
Oh my god. Wait, do you know Doc Ock from Spider-Man?
Of course.
Dude, were you inspired by him, or this is just like just ended up becoming a parallel?
It kind of is both. It's kind of a Spider-Man Doc Ock mode thing going.
Yeah.
I mean, I was
see.
hella into Spider-Man growing up, so it makes sense. Oh, that
That's
effect.
so cool.
The effect where it just explodes is intense. Jeez.
I love the animation of just the dude walking with his tentacles and his body is just limp. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah.
that Doc Ock
Just
does that too.
chilling.
It's so
Yeah.
cool seeing that. I love that.
Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, to answer Stone's question, there is more Tarantula stuff planned. There is something in the works, but it has to be redone because to get back to my other point, I am giving up TV Paint and I'm moving back to animate.
Yo, back to the roots.
Back to the roots, only updated this time.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going back to Flash
what
8.
version? What version of Animate?
Yeah.
Oh, Hatena, this is gonna make you very upset. I know it's
Oh,
gonna
no.
make you upset.
Oh no.
It's version 24.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
the worst one.
It's the only one I have.
Hey,
You gotta fix
we'll,
it. Like, never mind. I'll
We'll
yell at
hit you up
later.
after this stream, man. Don't
You
worry.
can teach me how to do that later.
Yeah, I'll yell.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
yell at you later for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, trust
Done.
me, I just got whatever I had. To be fair, I really like what I'm working in. I'm not even touching the layers thing. I saw you talk about that.
Advanced.
Yeah.
Don't. It's so.
Yeah, I'm not
bad.
doing advanced layers. I don't need to do that. But yeah, I've been working in that since then, and I'm taking all of my unfinished commissions and moving them directly into that and just redrawing it because it's going to be much better than using outdated software.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, and nothing really beats Animate's library and timeline, in my opinion. It's just too good, compared to the other programs.
It's just
It's really
unfortunate
good.
that it's Adobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Only
we don't.
negative.
Yeah. Every apple's got to have a seed in it.
Oh yeah, so you kind of mentioned before about your identity crisis, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously you're not Insanity anymore.
No.
And you've kind of went through multiple identity changes, I guess, or was that all about?
Yeah. Yeah, for as long as I can remember, I've always had this shifting personality issue where I would start by being interested in one thing. Like, they're the core interests, like animation, stick figures, turquoise. And then there was well, what else do I like? And those things would constantly shift. Like, what animations I like right now, what music I like right now. And sometimes just entire interests would be different. Like, I mean, when I got older, I got really into furries. So,
Yeah.
And-
There's a lot of people into that in our community as well.
yeah, I've actually been really happy and surprised positively about the furry characters that are stick figures and do fighting. Like, they're so good. There's
Really?
really good ones.
I didn't even know about that. I
there's a
don't know
few.
that side of the community, but
Well,
yeah,
you
I know
drop a
I know
link
it's
to one?
huge, right?
I don't have a link, but I know that you, all three or four of you have seen one of them. It was that comic book style animation with.
Oh, yeah, pro-ish.
Not the
Yeah.
pro-ish, yeah.
Yeah, that's the closest one I can think about, but that is one of them.
We love pro-ish in this
Any
household.
chance to
Yeah.
pull up a pro-ish video is a good
We're
day.
pro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We gotta get pro-ish on.
Oh, all we do. This is a good day.
Oh, dude, this was so good.
Love it.
And that's the other thing too, is that an animation like this wouldn't interest me back then because I'd be like, oh well, it's not like this, so I don't really care. But then I got older and I started appreciating more styles, more differences, and as I started getting more interested in other things, then I'd come back to a previous personality thing where I'd be back to interested in the other thing. But then I'd have more appreciation for it because I'd be like, oh, they had to do this in order to do that. So then I just kept doing. I liked being in different states of mind at the time, or because then it meant a new experience. So at least there was that.
Yeah.
The problem was that I wouldn't ever want to finish something I got started because I was like, well, I have to make the next thing now if that last thing wasn't finished.
What about
real
this
thought process.
What about this current identity you have right now? This OC that you have, the rage OC.
I feel so strongly positive about it. I don't think I'm ever gonna let it go, especially after today. It feels pretty cemented right now.
Yeah.
When I'm being held up here by my son and all that.
He might eat me, maybe. I don't know.
I'll give him some pancakes.
It's kind of holding you up like Simba from Lion King. You know?
Yeah, he is.
It really is feeling like the son has outshined the master, and I really liked that though.
Yeah.
When did you kind of make this OC for yourself, the rage OC? Because I never really noticed when you made that.
I started getting on this around about a year ago. I think when I was getting the final touches or getting closer on getting the Tarantula versus Luther fight, I was like, well, if I'm going to be part of the stick community and I feel more strongly about the stick figure community, I should make myself a character. So I was thinking about all the things I really liked growing up and push them all together. And I'm like, I look like a humongous character and I'm okay with that.
I love it. I love the expression and the hair and everything. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's modeled after my real hair. It's a mess.
Oh yeah, is it?
Yeah, I if I shave it again, which I plan on doing, I would probably just be a regular stick man again.
Yeah, I mean, same thing with my character. I mean, as I got older, I just started drawing more chins on my character and just facial hair. And
Just scale the chins.
yeah,
I had a feeling. I've been seeing that. I'm like, that's a funny running gag.
yeah, and another year is probably gonna add another chin, so I'm gonna
Another
have like
chin,
about
dude.
3
The
chins.
chins are like wrinkles.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
chin.
More with age.
Wisdom.
Yeah, I looked
Someone's
so
gonna
different
make-
like 10 years ago.
Someone's gonna make an animation where Hyun's got like a whole back rooms full of chins behind there.
Collection of chins.
My box of chins.
Fuck the chins,
God.
yeah. You just
This
clip them on.
chin is from
Clip on chins.
1998.
This is one of my favorite chins. Clip
This is one of
on.
my favorite
This is one
chins.
of my favorite ones. Clip.
No, that's really cool. I really like that you have a thing with your character like that. I think more people should do that personally.
I think it's great. It's very
Yeah.
makes them more
Yeah.
real.
Did I answer any more questions? Should I keep going? What did I miss? I miss
Let's
anything?
go on to the next topic. Where are we now?
I guess it's kind of touching upon. So you say you got into illustration, you did animation, now you're doing animation again. Is there any other creative things you've done? Like some other people have done music. Is there something else that you like to do?
Oh my god, I totally forgot to link my SoundCloud.
Hey, do it right now. Put it up there.
Yeah, I actually got some things I like on there. Don't listen to anything else. It's bad. I will carefully curate this. Let's see. I
I'm gonna
mostly have been doing
instantly
remixes
find something else.
lately. Yeah, I mostly have been doing some remixes, but I have been practicing. I've been doing a lot of drum and bass. I really like jungle. Ever since I first played DDR, I've been interested in jungle, so I was just like, well, that's the first thing I should learn. So I got
Jungle.
What is jungle?
took my jungle is a music genre.
What?
Really?
But you've
I've
heard
never
jungle
heard of that.
before? Oh,
No.
Maybe I should.
Does anyone know what jungle is in the chat? Do you guys
I don't
listen
think
to
I've ever
jungle?
even been in jungle before.
What does jungle entail? Like bongos and like jungle music?
I'm sure people know what jungle mixes are.
Jungle mix.
Oh yeah, I can actually pull up a PS1 jungle mix. That'll work.
Oh, so is this kind of like retro?
Yeah. People have been saying that my
Oh.
music sounds like Dreamcast music.
I love
Okay,
Dreamcast.
dude, yeah, that's cool.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So wait, should I do the SoundCloud or should I drop up MP3?
SoundCloud.
You can do both.
SoundCloud.
I mean, yeah,
Okay,
either it's audio, doesn't matter.
That's true. All right, I'll start with this one. It's a remix of the Coin song from Final Fantasy VI.
All right, I gotta pull this up in the browser, or else it's gonna be super loud.
Yeah, and I'll link the PS1 jungle here, and I don't know. Can I post that in the chat? They seem mildly interested. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But yeah, I love to make stuff like this.
So this is jungle, eh?
Oh.
This one's more drum and bass, but it's close.
I like the idea that it's like based off of old video games. Like old retro video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was a little
That's
easy
awesome.
because most of the music for this song is just the flutes and the bass notes. So I was like, oh, well, I can just add drums.
True, yeah. I noticed a lot of people from our community are into making musics and beats as well.
I love making music. It's just I have been paying more attention to making stick figure animations lately, and I'm like, oh, I'll get back to that probably after the podcast, planning things out ahead of time.
Yeah. Yeah, Hatena's into music as well, right? Hatena.
God, we don't need to talk about me.
Nah, you like it.
Nah.
Something
I'd
about
love to hear
crumbling
your music,
stars.
Hatena.
Oh, maybe I'll show you after this episode. But
Yeah,
no,
that
no.
works.
He's shy. He's just a little shy.
What's the album? I don't want to talk much about it until it's done.
All right, but yeah.
An 8-minute song, and I liked it. I was so proud enough of it that I put it on YouTube.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was actually I made an original song. It's 8 minutes long, so we don't have to play it, but I'll go ahead and link it.
This is the other one that you linked real quick.
Yeah, this is just like 2 hours of jungle music, but
Let's see
it's
if I can play this. Can I play this? No, I can't.
Oh.
It's a lot of copyright.
that's a good thing we talked over it for a second.
Yep. Oh, it's okay. It's only once it goes over 5 seconds can they actually put a claim on it, so we're fine.
Oh, that's good.
But
That's still crazy to me.
All right, let me get this other one then.
And then talking about other works, I put some animations in here. I'll forward them up ahead though, so you guys can see. Or rather, just copy it.
Oh, it's getting louder.
Very nice. So you just make these like for fun, just to like unwind.
Yeah,
just
I made
pull out
these
beats,
whenever
yeah.
I just felt upset or tired, or I could not do another bit of commission work right now. So I just make these, and the background stuff I just threw it in OBS and added some extra layers and some waveforms. Then it looked like that. It didn't get that much attention, but that's okay. I didn't really want it to make it for attention.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's awesome because it just shows that you're a creative person because the way you vent is just to make something creative, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
a lot of people do it for
vent by being
attention, or like to get famous or something, but you're just doing it to vent, which is, it's respectable.
Man, when I get upset, I can't even play a video game. I have to sit down and draw.
Yeah, I wish I could do that. I could never do that.
Oh, I love this animation. I made this in 2020.
Oh wow.
Hey, yeah, that's awesome. Full body. That's a lot of detail too. God dang.
Yeah, I made the background too, both of them.
Oh wow.
Nice.
That's what I can do with TV Paint on a good day. That was like several
Is that
good
a giant
days. I managed
skull
to
in
get
the background?
That is a giant skull, planet moon.
Oh.
I was just like,
Oh,
how do I
that's
make
sick.
this look like Soul Eater? I guess.
Oh, true, dude. I was literally getting that vibe.
Yeah. I love skulls, just being a part of the background. So you know.
Oh, who's was it? Dude, I forgot his name. Was it Bob was inspired off of Soul Eater too? Did you see that episode? Was it Bog? Oh, what was that character from Soul Eater that Bog was inspired off of?
Yeah. I don't, you had the short on it just recently,
Yeah.
right? No.
Yeah.
Or was that a different thing? The Soul Eater. I think you should link an anime on the short.
I'm not gonna play it again because last time it got.
Oh yeah, that
Last
video.
time we had to
Dude,
battle it.
that
Yeah.
entire podcast got blocked.
Yeah,
by
it got
the way.
blocked
Good
just
job.
because of that one video. Bullshit.
I'm so
So
sad.
stupid.
Unfortunately, not.
It's
the
back
one
now,
video.
but anyway.
Kishin, yeah, that's what it was. Kishin from Soul Eater.
So I linked another. This was for an art fight because someone linked one of their characters for me to animate, and I really liked them. They were actually very G-stick coded, so it kind of
Oh.
it was like worlds colliding. I was finally drawing G-stick for the first time, and I really liked this. And it only took me like 2 hours to do it.
That's crazy.
And so I was like, okay, cool. 2 hours of work. I really like it. I'll put it up there. And it gets 5 views, and I don't get a message from the original person.
Oh, my.
Dude, that's the worst.
Dang.
And I'm like, wow, okay. Screw that, I guess.
Well, that you just got another 144 views.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
right?
Dojocast.
There's so many people looking at it right now. It's on screen. It's beautiful. I feel so much better about it now.
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of dab into G sticks as well because I think it's just really fun to give your characters expressions. And,
Oh, yeah,
but
I
then
think I should
like they're
probably-
still very simplified, you know.
Yeah, I want to point out that all these are straight ahead. I do not know how to plan ahead.
That's
For most of
crazy.
the animations.
Same.
Like the best I do is do a really rough sketch of what I think the pose should look like, and then I just go, okay, now get over there. Basically, like I'm directing them in front of me, and I'm like, all right, now take this pose. It's strange, but that's just how I see it. Anyway, thanks for putting that on that music.
Yeah, that was
It
awesome.
That was
really good
sweet.
background music.
Yeah, it was actually.
It kind of
dope.
keeps going too. I throw in some vocal chops that reverb a bit, and it
we
gets
only
really
got
bassy.
halfway through that, so if y'all want
Yeah,
to watch that, I'm gonna throw it in chat right now.
yeah.
Yeah, that was sick.
Thank you.
Very nice. And
So
you
yeah,
said you
that's-
did like you said you do like commission work, like
Yes.
so what was that regarding?
It's just break it down to, do you want a sketch? It's $30. Do you want a sketch with colors? It's 60. My animations for the rough sketched ones went for like 100 per 5 seconds, but
Wow.
now that I'm moving over, I'll probably just keep it 100 for
Mm-hmm.
5 seconds with the sketch because it just feels really nice to do. And I was gonna raise the prices on that, but now it's just like, well, if I get them moved over and get them done more quickly, then this just, the value comes from just doing more. Then people will just want more seconds.
Yeah.
Well, the chat wants
That's
to know if
great.
you're still doing commissions.
Yeah. That's what.
Oh hell yeah, yeah!
Where-
I gotta
where
I gotta pay the rent here.
Well, give me the link so I can give it to them.
Oh, a
commission
link to
link?
my commissions.
Yeah. Why not?
I have a picture, and I don't have a sheet up from my animation commissions yet, so I feel like I should have made them now.
Well, where can they expect to see it?
There you
Okay,
go.
I'm gonna grab my commission sheet because it is safe for work.
So you do both
And-
safe for work and NSFW commissions, I'm
Yes,
assuming.
yes, I got into NSW just to pay the bills. I was mostly interested in it as I was growing up, as hormones kick in and stuff. But then it's just like, okay, that's more of a hobby at this point than something I want to do. And what I want to do is stick figure animation, stick figure fights, just animation in general of stuff that I like.
Yeah.
And people really know me for the stuff I draw that's based underwater, because I'm pretty good at it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I even made some quick stick figure animations just to get in the swing of things, and I already have 2 people want to see more of just a stick figure swimming.
That's
sick.
awesome.
But like, I don't see anyone else do it, so I'm probably the only one.
Were you getting
water movement is really difficult to animate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes, it is.
It's rare to find someone who's naturally good at it.
Where
Yeah,
do
I can
you
say I'm naturally good at it.
Where do you usually get your commissions from?
I don't know if I can link them here for this particular
That's
podcast.
okay.
Got it. Yeah, you good.
Enough said.
But I appreciate asking.
Yeah.
If anything, I appreciate everyone being so chill about that. I was pretty nervous about it.
Oh no, like I know a lot of people that are on that site as well, and yeah, I mean it's
It's really common.
yeah, it's very very common. So
Okay,
I mean,
that's
especially
good.
nowadays, yeah, for sure.
I mean, modern internet.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome that you're getting you're being able to support yourself through the creative field. Not a lot of people are able to do that, and I mean, it seems like it's working pretty well for you, right?
It can be mentally taxing if you don't have a secondary thing going on. If
Mm-hmm.
primarily you're doing NSFW for money and for work, it's just like
Just turns into work at that point.
Yeah, it's just work. And again,
Yeah.
I not to disrespect anyone I've ever worked with. I've loved every single person I've ever worked with. It is just mentally taxing. That's just normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Same for any
I-
job.
I used to believe that if you love your job, you never work a day in your life. That's not true. Sometimes you do work a day.
Yes. I think that saying is kind of skewed in a sense, or I don't know. Most of the time, it doesn't hold up too well. Especially if you're just doing commissions after commissions after commissions.
Yeah.
It does get pretty tiring after a while.
Feels nicer though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, just also thank you, chat. I'm looking over and I see how respectful everyone is being about everything, and thank you. I can't thank you enough. I plan on making just so much safe for work content for everyone to enjoy.
Yes, sir. I mean, we got the best chat, right?
We do.
For sure.
It's not even close.
Yeah, I gotta say this is the best chat.
All right. Well, I think that kind of wraps up the this portion. Anything else, Satana? What else we gotta do?
No,
Do
we
more.
do a featured animation.
We got a featured
have not.
animation that we can look at.
Featured animation. But before I get into that, real quick, as per usual, for those of you who are live here, you can ask some questions by asking in this bubble that I'm making right now. Ask away. So feel free to ask questions in there, and then after we watch this featured animation, we're going to take a look at some of them and answer them. You can ask them to anyone who you see here in this cave being strangled by tarantula or not.
Yo, Lunsar, can you share some of that popcorn real quick while we watch it?
I'm running low.
It's completely full.
It's literally like we can see it.
It's
We can see it.
deceptive.
You've been literally doing the pizza gif this entire time. You know which one. If you're in the Discord, you know exactly which one I'm talking about.
Let's have a plan. As soon as you see an opening, throw the popcorn at him. We'll run.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, one second. I gotta pause our background music because I can actually play the audio in this one.
So what is this animation?
Whoa.
This is Jim versus Coffin, a duel from Hexal.
I
We know
love
him!
Hexal.
Hexal.
Oh, you're
Oh,
that
I love
guy.
Hexal's work.
All right, here we go.
Hexal mentioned.
Oh wait, hang on. I think. Oh.
Yucky. Oh.
It's a minute and 40 minute, 1 minute of 4 foot. Never mind.
Just watch the goddamn.
I don't want to
Just
talk
watch
over it.
it!
Just watch.
Oh, man, dude. Good old
Oh.
stick figure battle. Oh wait, I remember this
Coffin
character,
is-
the Coffin dude.
Yeah, I forget where from, but I definitely seen him before. I like his idea.
Yeah, it's super interesting. I kind of just got a bunch of floating coffins.
Man, I just appreciate all these different angle changes.
Yeah.
That's hard to do.
Oh yeah.
Because like consistency is really difficult on stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hexal's very flowy with everything.
Yeah.
It looks so good. Oh, this
Oh,
part.
Oh, this is my favorite part.
Oh,
So
so
cool.
good! What
Come
the
on,
heck?
I haven't even seen this until now.
Oh!
Pose. Mm.
Oh,
Yes!
the lighting.
Oh!
God, the build up to that impact frame was so good.
Yeah.
So
Oh, and the
cool.
music sync.
Ugh. God, good music sync can save you from not having sound effects.
That is true. Yeah.
Good
That
stuff.
was so sick.
Good.
That was good.
Oh, thanks.
I
Good
love
stuff.
that. Damn, it's really nice to see like full length coming from Hexal because
Yeah.
I've just seen shorts from him
Oh,
for the
yeah.
longest time. You know,
No, right?
that is really awesome. Good job, man. Good job,
Really
Hexal.
cool. Yeah, great
Keep it up.
job. Before we get into the questions, we did get an extra 20 from KJX. It
Let's
said
go.
everyone saw Alan Becker video called AVA 11 Victim. I wonder have your animation was in this video because Newgrounds was the shite for animators.
Oh, Newgrounds. Oh yeah, for sure. Newgrounds
Yeah.
was huge back then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in that
That was
video,
amazing.
in that video, we explored the backstory of one of the characters. Hi, I work for Alan. Just context for some who don't know, but we explored the period in time in which some of his characters were destroying the internet, and we got to see how Newgrounds was being destroyed, as well as how characters being created in that universe works. But yes, I saw it. I better have seen it. I've seen that
Very
things
good.
more times than maybe most of you.
I can't imagine. God dang.
Well, let's get into questions now. Let me get our other music up.
Yes.
All right. From Beyond Rage, she said, "Hi Rage, why are you so weird?"
I don't know, man. Stop asking me.
How can you ask that right now the whole time?
Somebody ban this guy, please.
I've been asking myself the same question every day. He's in here in this chat. Look at this bastard.
We got Oranger. He says, "I need an onion update."
Yes,
Uh,
me too.
Yeah. So I actually went to a farmer's market today. Because remember I told you last time all of the grocery stores' onions are awful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, really awful. Like
Yeah.
the first time in my life, they're spoiled on the shelf. So today we went to a farmer's market and they were absolutely beautiful. So I'm back on, dude. I'm tomorrow I'm gonna be I'm gonna try to see if I'm back. It's back up. Where the onions are back on the
man.
menu. So tomorrow I'm gonna see if I can get more
Here
than
we
half.
go.
Why does it sound like a drug? Like you're back on
It is. Well, it's a challenge, man. And then I even posted a photo of I have one onion myself that I've been growing. If you want to show my onion, I posted it. I think I put it in.
Oh yeah, no,
Dojocast.
you did. You did. Yeah, I think it's
The
in
onion,
Show us
dude.
your onions.
I have one beautiful, perfect
Hold on.
onion. It's bigger than my fist, and I think I'm gonna, if I can, I'm gonna save that for when I can finally do a full onion, because I had one onion out of all of my crop from last year that survived, and it made it through. Look at it, it's perfect. It's
That
so
is a
good.
beautiful onion.
It's a beautiful onion. So when I'm
Wait.
capable of one
Wait,
full
why
onion,
does
it's gonna be
why does that look like tarantula upside down though?
Oh
See
my
that?
god.
Oh my,
Yo, you see
oh my
that?
god!
That's literally a stick figure.
Oh
Oh my god, it's tarantula.
Oh my god.
identical.
Whoa!
Is that G stick?
Whoa.
That's a G
Is
stick.
that G-stick?
Yo, that's G-stick?
Yo, that's G-stick? Yeah, so that's gonna be my gift to myself is when I can finally do one whole onion. Is my
All
onion.
right.
Fan arts
We need
of
video proof
tarantula
of
as an
that.
onion are accepted. Please
I will do it.
forward me to PM. PM me on my X. Thank you.
Is
Well, thank you for that onion
Solarium?
Yeah.
Solarium Z asks, "Is tarantula venomous?"
No, actually.
Because most tarantulas aren't, right?
No, actually, I don't think they have venom.
Hey,
I think they just
Google.
kill you.
Are tarantulas
Oh, here we go.
venomous?
Oh, hell yeah.
According to Wikipedia, all tarantulas are venomous. Although their venom
Whoa!
Well, damn.
cause serious discomfort that might persist for several
Damn!
days.
All right.
He has
The
been known to
opposite of
cause
right.
serious discomfort. So
There you
Serious
go.
discomfort, but not death.
yes.
Correct.
So he is.
The venom
it's
contains discomfort.
I'm not talking anymore. I'm not talking to you.
To know
Google.
Okay, you Google.
I am not
We can't
talking to
believe
you
it.
anymore. Shut up.
Okay,
Get
this is
back
what
in
I
your
found on the
box.
web about not talking to me anymore.
Oh my god. Okay. He does
Okay.
that all the time, right? I
Okay,
continue a conversation and then he continues talking to me.
He's like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
It's like
But
it's like when you see someone on the street and you think they're waving to you, but they're waving to someone behind you.
Yeah.
That's like what Google's doing. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, but yeah, to answer that question, he's not venomous. It's only what he can consume. He can't leave anything outside of his body.
There you go.
But can he shoot web?
Can he shoot web?
Yes.
Okay, because I did
No
have him
way.
shoot it- Dude,
well,
I did have him.
It's not the
shoot that-
traditional web.
Yeah, I think shoots it out of his butt. That's what I did on Rock Hard Coliseum.
Can he shit web?
I eat glass and shit webs.
Yeah, dude, I love that. Oh, dude.
There's a lot of questions.
That's
There
great.
are a lot. I saw one that was like a bug on the dojo. Just submit that to the bugs group on the dojo
Oh,
So,
website.
yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, if you guys see anything as well that looks interesting.
I
go
have a
ahead.
question of my own,
Go
actually.
for it.
Oh yeah.
Ray, you said you have a lot of experience with commissions. Do you have any tips for people who are trying to do their own commission setups?
The best advice I can give for setting up your own commissions is to first know your value. And by that, I mean, find what you enjoy making and then try to see what you can get out of it and then what others could get out of it too. See, my sketches take half an hour to an hour, so I don't usually like to charge too much for them. But people really like the detail, so I range them typically around how much time it takes to put them in, and then what the quality itself is. So you kind of have to see how much work is this going to take me, and then what's the value of the quality, and then divide it by that, and that's your price.
There you go.
Yeah,
So-
very good advice. Yeah.
Oh, and to further answer that, I'd say make something that you really enjoy, and then try and put a price tag on it, and then show it to your friend and say, "Hey, would you pay this much for this?" And that's probably the best advice I can give.
Very nice.
Just
Yeah.
work with
Alright.
that, and you should be good.
Beautiful. O/wave. Sorry if I butchered that. They said primarily to Rage, but to anyone else too. What do you feel about the fact that your old stick figure characters are getting fan art to this day? Examples being Tarantula. I know we already kind
I
of discussed
feel-
that earlier, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it again. I am so freaking happy that my boy here, or I refer to them as my boy just because they feel like my child at this point.
My boy.
He's gotten so popular even after I've been gone. I didn't expect this. I wouldn't have expected this, and just entirely changes my perception of reality. So, yeah, I feel great about it. How about you guys?
I love it so much, dude. I hunt them down all the time. When I first started coming back in 2017-ish, 2018, I even commissioned some people that I hunted down that I loved the things that they did. And it's so cool. It's a really surreal feeling seeing your character being done by so many impressive artists and animators across language barriers all over the world. It is such an unreal, surreal feeling.
Yep. All coming from a little tiny community from
Yep.
years and years ago.
Yep.
Doesn't feel that tiny anymore.
No, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Definitely not.
Back then, yeah, we were super niche, but yeah, now like places, especially in like China and all that, it's huge. It's huge over there. Stick figures in general.
Oh, Wave, I see you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Keep my boy strong.
Right.
Did everyone answer that question?
I
Because
mean,
I saw
was
a
it?
question I wanted to answer.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go.
Oh,
Okay. I saw one from Random Peruvian down there.
you gonna read it out?
Oh, yeah.
This one.
Go for it. Read it.
Yeah, for Rage, it's good to see you here, man. Tarantula is so cool. What other characters have you thought that could have a duel with them?
Ooh.
So I've been trying to think about other villain coded characters that he could fight because I think villains fighting villains is really awesome. And I saw one that got me interested named Bog.
Yeah.
He's so crazy. I'm like, okay, I gotta think about fighting this guy. And then I saw another one, and I can't quite say the name. It was like Orphean or something. It's like the angel-looking crazy mother. That guy, like, I really want either Tarantula or that one, the Cyclops character I'm making, Blank, to fight him. Just either, because like it will be epic.
Yeah.
That's,
Wait, how do you say that character's name? Ofen Israel or something? I forgot how to, I don't know how to say that.
Ofen Aziraphale.
Is that Ace Lear's?
Aziraphale.
Aziraphale.
Aziraphale, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that character is super popular right now.
I watched one of their recent animations, and I'm just like, have you played Ultra Kill? Because it looks, they use a lot of the animation direction. Kind of feels like they played Ultra Kill for 5 hours and then made an animation.
Oh yeah. The creepy characters are in right now, dude. Like the creepy villains.
I love creepy characters.
And they all got to be smiling. They got to have the biggest smile on their face.
Yeah, they're creepy if they're giving off that big smile. Like they know that they know something you don't.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right.
Any other question?
Why are you so humble, Rage? That's just who I am. I don't ever like to give myself credit. I want people to give me credit if I did a good enough job, but I don't want to sell myself too high. I'd rather sell myself too short and have people build me up.
Hatena, can you scroll up a little bit?
Yeah.
There was a question that I wanted to ask everyone too that I saw maybe a little further. I'm trying to see who it was from. Okay. Rodrigo Soares. What is the difference between classic tweens and motion tweens? What? I want to know. I've only ever done classic tween. Please tell me, what is the difference between classic and motion?
Yes, as someone who is fluent in both original and newer versions of Flash, I have no idea.
I don't know. I've only ever done classic tween.
Wait.
Me off. That's the other one.
I think I know the difference.
I think I know. I played with it a little bit last night. Motion tween, you have to set key points, and you have to set it for all keys. I think it's really weird looking.
Yeah,
I don't know how to get it to work.
It's like you make like a path, like a motion path, pretty much. I've used it for work for Alan because I noticed some of the members use it.
But like, then you just use classic tweens and make keys, wouldn't you?
I mean, yeah, but then you won't get like a specific path, like because it's like a motion guide and a tween in just one thing.
Okay, I'm gonna have to pick at that again because I almost dabbled with it, but then I was like, this is too complicated.
Yeah, have you on the I think though? I don't know if I'm right.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah, I don't think
get around to that again.
Though.
We almost learned something! Hooray!
Almost learned something.
Almost learned something.
I'm gonna give this conversation a B+.
B+, hooray!
I almost learned something.
We got a question from Hypershatic. It said, this is for Rage. Have you wanted to work on a fight animation of your wife's character anytime soon?
Oh, yes, I have something in mind. It was mostly just starting off as a demo where they would just, walk up to a guy, turn him into yarn, the guy be like, "What the hell?" And then just he gets smashed, and then just a showcase of the different abilities, and then just show that to people and see what would come up.
I think people would love that.
Yeah, I know my wife would love that.
Maybe she can get into animation.
There you go.
Okay, HB asks, is it necessary to ask creators permission to put their characters in your own animation and you credit them in the end?
That's a good question.
It is a good question. As far as I'm aware, I think your only concern is if they have a copyright on the character, which in this community I don't think that's ever happened to my knowledge. So legally you're fine, but if you want to just respect the animator's boundaries, then you can message them just to get permission to be sure. I think most of the time it's fine. I think your only concern would be copyright, which is, not very common in this community. So,
Right.
I think.
I
was like,
oh, that's okay.
I think as long as you're not claiming that character is your own or trying to sell anything. Yes. I think you're fine on making anything that's just a fan animation or anything creative that's fan made. It's completely fine. You don't need to ask permission, but it's always good to. I mean, it's good to ask if you can.
I believe everyone should consent.
Yeah.
Sorry, bad joke.
Also, I think, in my opinion, if it's anything NSFW, I think it's better to ask too.
Yes, absolutely.
Just to be safe.
There's different ethics there, for sure.
If there's anyone who does NSFW and wants to do Tarantula, that's fine too. I really don't give a crap. Like, if you like the character and you draw him, that's fine. Just send it to me later. That's the only.
Yeah.
That's the only rules. If you
heard it here, guys.
If you make something of a character, no matter what it is, it could be weird. Just I want to see it.
All right.
Oh, there you go.
I think we're good.
I think that's it.
Oh, can I look at the questions one more time?
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm seeing a lot of questions that are asking just about fundamentals of animation or
I want to answer.
So maybe Google those.
I want to answer one question at the very top. How do you feel about Wait. Scroll back down.
When I was down there. Okay.
Yeah, where it was. How do you feel about mermaid tarantula?
Oh, wait, what?
Okay, so there's an ongoing trend that I think I started on accident where someone was just like, I think that this character should be interested in mermaids since they can't be in water at all. And I'm like, I like that. You should do that. And then they started making fan art.
Mermaid tarantula.
So now Tarantula has a fascination with fish and mermaids.
Okay.
I immediately think of like an image where it's tarantula. You know how spiders are like hydrophobic? They like can walk on top of the water.
Yeah.
And I could see like if you imagine tarantulas on water facing the water, and then you turn the whole image sideways, so the water separates, and you see like a mermaid coming up to meet him at the same time, so it like splits the screen. Because he can't get into the water, the mermaid's stuck in the water also.
Tragic.
That's deep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to answer that one because I was hoping it would show up.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, we got a final question that I think is perfect to end on from normal commenter. Where are you guys and how did you get in this situation?
We were looking for diamonds, right?
We wanted to go caving. I think we're going to try and continue. I mean... he hasn't done much this whole episode, so I'm thinking.
I've been meaning to ask. What are you guys doing in my house?
We're passing through. Passing through.
Really? Because someone said that you were looking for diamonds, and I
was. Who you can't take me seriously.
I mean, surely you don't own the entire cave here, right?
You don't know that. You saw the sign.
Well, is there is there a point where it's not your property anymore?
Just wherever T can't go.
Yeah,
yes.
we'll see your property lines. We'll stay out. If you can mark where your property lines are, we'll stay out of your territory.
I'll tell you what. If we can all get out of,
if you can take us there, then we'll get out of your hair.
Yeah.
Tell you what, if we all get out of here alive, I'll give you a tour.
The
Okay.
important thing to know is you don't have to be the fastest in this scenario. Just don't be the slowest.
I mean,
think
this is
Lunsford's
great.
got a head start.
Yeah.
I love
in the chat.
Yeah. All right. Well, is it my turn? I think it's my
Go
turn.
ahead and see us out.
Friends, please, I need something to read throughout the week, and my favorite thing to read is the comments that you leave on these videos when they're posted. So please leave a comment on something you liked or remembered from today's episode, and join us next week for nobody.
Yeah,
It's
just us.
It's there's no guest. Woohoo! Your
Nothing.
favorite. Just
Hey!
hey! That's
Hey.
Hey!
No content. Let's go.